looked at introducing style as an attribute to any one of the HTML cells. And so that means that if I wanted a border around this H1 tag, I can refresh it. And we see that this one now gets the border. And it is specific to this particular element, so it doesn't necessarily translate into any of the other elements. And so with CSS, we have the ability to do a whole bunch of really cool things with styling in each element, as well. If we want to change the width, we can change the font size, and CSS really does give us a lot of options for presentation. And I can literally take this same style value and I can even apply it to something like an image. So going and refreshing, and we see that we get that image gets the border. I can take it out of the image, I can bring it over to a paragraph if I want, and just showing you that every single piece of HTML can have style attribute, and it can understand and render that out according to the CSS. Now this is going to be the same way that we attach styling with a CSS style sheet, and the only difference is that with the CSS style sheet, we're actually picking out the element that we wanted to apply the styling to from the HTML, as opposed to directly applying the styling to that HTML element when we do it within the HTML code within this format. So, and then of course with styling, this opens up a whole lot of options that you can do things like background colors, and so sorry, there's no quotes around there. So background color red, so that changes the background styling, and you can do this inline styling to, I believe, to any one of the elements within HTML. Of course, with line breaks, I don't believe you can apply it to there, because that doesn't really make sense, because this is an actual action that has to be rendered out, so it just knows that it brings it to the next line, so there's no content there for it to style around. But for all of these regular ones that are holding content, we can apply style to. And we can even apply style to the entire body as well. So body can take style. So that just applies entire body, the same styling, and so on.